comment no more, Richard. I've
No, didn't say that, because I want you, I'm not...
So, Tunes, you're putting Richard in a position now about his channel. What you want to happen, when you come into the channel or onto the live, you want a red carpet rolled out for you. You want everyone to stop speaking in the chat. You want him to argue with all his mods. But when Anton asked you to do the same on your chat, your response to Anton was, I can't control everything that goes on in the chat. You can't blame me for the chat. But you're now blaming Richard for the chat. I don't get it. And I'm not having a go at you. I just don't get where you're coming from. Leave Richard to do his, and Richard will do whatever he's got to do. He's a genuine guy, he's a nice person. But you're now saying to him, if Raver goes on a panel, I won't go on the panel. It's like people saying to you, if I screened your mod, I won't come in your channel. Well, if I screened a mod and no one wants to go in your channel because she's a mod, that's tough shit. I screened your mod. It's your channel. You can do what you want. Same as Richard. If you had someone on the panel who I didn't like, I wouldn't jump on the panel. If I was getting ripped in the chat, I just wouldn't read the chat. It's YouTube. What are you trying to do? Like, do you want red carpets rolled out for you because you're tunes and you bring a bit of controversy and you bring it, people want to see your downfall or want to see you rant at someone because you're six stellars deep. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do. You're trying to control Richard now and say, they're mentioning me wife, which I like, you shouldn't be speaking about Tunes' wife in the chat. But if one person's doing it who you've give a lot of shit to, Mr. England, you've got to expect it back. But with Mr. England, there's no way, like, he'll do what he's got to do. He'll do what he wants to do with everyone, not just you. Like, he's got no boundaries, Mr. England. If you beef with him and you've blocked him out of your channel, he's not allowed in your chat. He's not allowed any. So the minute you go into somewhere where he is, he's gonna give you the shit, innit? Because you give him loads of shit on your panel, and he hasn't had the right to reply. So his reply is when you go into Richard's chat, where he's a member, where he's a mod, where he's been from day one. So common sense says just don't go in Richard's chat and just go on the panel and don't read the chat. You can't like tell Richard to control his chat when he's on the panel. Because Richard's not like you. When you're on the panel, you could have a conversation with someone and not even listen to that conversation and just read your chat and then burst out with just like say something to your chat while you're in a conversation with someone on the panel, which is rude, I think. Are you on the panel? You want people on the panel to speak to, or do you want to be on the panel and read your chat? Because if you want to be on your panel to read your chat, what's the point in having people on your panel? Because you can't do both. Hence why you've got mods to run your chat. But you're trying to run your chat and run your panel at the same time. It doesn't work. Richard leaves his chat to his mods and runs his panel. So, and Richard likes to talk. I don't think Richard takes too much thing in the chat because he knows it's everyone who he knows, who he likes, and anyone he doesn't like just gets blocked. Richard chats sound. But you've got to realise that it's people having a right to reply to you, because when you're on your panel and you're blocking everyone, or you don't let them on your panel, when are they ever going to be able to reply to what you're calling them? It's like you're going into their territory and then you're getting attacked, but then you're attacking the owner of the channel. But you don't like it when people attack you. And you say, well, it's not me saying it. Do you get what I mean? I'm not digging you out here. I'm just trying to like say, you're giving someone advice, but you do the same on your channel. You've got Ice Queen as a mod. She is a good mod. She takes no shit. She just blocks you. You want her as a mod. That's plain and simple. If anyone doesn't like it, then don't go in the chat. Just watch. It's as simple as that. Richard runs his channel how he runs it, and I'll be honest, Richard's is one of the best channels to go on YouTube right now. the panel's sound and everyone in the chat sound. Your beef's over one person, Mr. England. Just accept it and move on. Because I've heard you before go, right, I've had murder with this person. Anyone in the chat wants to slag this person off, slag them off and I'll highlight the comment. But it only happens when you want it to happen. So you can't control everybody's chat tunes. You're just going to have to stop looking at the chat when you're on the panel. It's as simple as that. I'm not getting at you. I'm just trying to like say, look, you can't do what you're doing because you when you go off the handle, you go, say you've gone off the handle with Shuff or someone, you go, right, if anyone in the chat doesn't like Shuff, say what you want and I'll put it on the screen. But then when you make up a chat with Shuff, you'll go, if you say that about Shuff again, I'm going to block you. You're all over the place, remember, because your mental health and your drinking and your outbursts when you're drunk. You got to remember, Lammy's not. Lammy's just steady. Doesn't get high, doesn't get low. He's just the same all the time. You're not. You're up and down. So you can't expect other people to be up and down with you. That's all I'm trying to say. Peace out.